2-minute drill time. Tanner Lee, 4 interceptions, threw some nice passes, but those 4 picks will stay with him.
Yeah, but the bottom line with Tanner Lee is he needs the balance. You cannot make Tanner Lee do it all by himself. Oregon had safeties back on him, which meant corners and safeties were really guarding every throw he made, and that's just difficult. It would require perfect throws, and he made some perfect throws, but obviously the margin for error was not much, and he made some mistakes at the end there because of the pressure on him to make some of those throws.
Trey Bryant played well, but left with that injury to his right knee, and that's the knee that's really been nagging at him.
And that's a developing story. We've talked about it. I think we talked about it when we arrived in Eugene, and now we're dealing with it for Nebraska as he left that game, and he looked good again. And you wonder, is Northern Illinois now this week a game where you can get by with resting him if it's one of those deals where he can take a week off?
Defensively, man, what a poor start, but they showed some grit in that second half, blanking the Ducks.
You know, it was such a big half for the defense because I felt like if it would have continued to spiral where Oregon breaks in the 70s, goes over 600-700 yards of offense, it would have had a long-term effect on the season and I think on the psyche of the fans. But we saw Bob Diaco make adjustments. We saw players respond to Bob Diaco's adjustments, and I thought that was big as we start to kind of look ahead to this season.
What can this Husker team, a young Husker team, take away from this comeback that fell just short? It has to be a confidence booster.
Yeah, you don't want to say it was a moral victory, but I just think it really – they can build off this going forward, that they did not get blown out. They came back and had a chance to tie the game multiple times in the fourth quarter where that looked like it was a pipe dream to happen. So really one of those – we've covered a lot of strange ones, Andy Kendeigh, and this one's going to go in the books as one of the stranger games, harder games to grasp that we've ever covered.
You think about the roller coaster, and they had their chances down the stretch. Tanner Lee throwing that late interception really sealed the deal. The Huskers will play Northern Illinois back in Lincoln next Saturday.